Hey, hello, and welcome. There was a new short track, so I figure let's throw up another review of my own 2 cents before all none of you that really give a crap. First reaction was like, oh, mutiny. I'm like, come on. You're just rubbing ointment in the wound at this point because said on screen in a Tholian web that no mutiny ever happened in Starfleet. But then we find out later on it's a test, so I had a rant prepared for that. That's like, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. So it's a test. See how you do under stress. I'm a little confused as what this test's actually testing, but we've seen some weird tests before for Starfleet candidates and cadets in Next Generation and TOS movies, where they're testing like Kobayashi Maru is the most famous one. There was that couple tests with Wesley Crusher where you test your greatest fear or something, and they didn't realize it was a test. So that this actually fits a theme of a lot of those things. So when there are stressful situations, I was like, what? First reaction is like, it's like, what? Her husband's in danger or something. Then I remember, oh, right, the Wesley Crusher thing. They didn't tell him it was a test, and they tested like his greatest fear. So this could actually be um, the Discovery version of that test that Wesley Crusher did in early TNG, where you test your greatest fear, and her greatest fear could be, you know, her husband's separated. Oh my God, what happens? He's in danger. All that jazz. So I can buy this. Uh, Yeah, because the Enterprise Engineering section, which is not what the Enterprise Engineering section looks like, where this is the same ship as in the original series, and the warp core in the Enterprise was that weird red thing that's in the back of the room on its side in TOS. Memory Alpha's got my back on that one. It wasn't until the 2270s refit, nearly 20 years after Discovery, that it got a stand-up warp core. But hey, this is a ship that's established on screen in one series to have only 4 shuttles, but had 200 in another version. So who knows? What do I know? Um, the size of the engineering section also bothers there to me too. We have consistently seen Discovery era Starfleet that Discovery era Enterprise has Time Lord technology that's bigger on the inside. There's another short track where turboshafts have hundreds of miles of empty space in them. Um, which makes absolutely no sense. This engineering section is bigger than half the ship. In fact, looks like you could fit the entire star drive section of Kirk's Enterprise in this engineering section, and it's supposed to be the same ship. The dimensions of the ship make absolutely no sense whatsoever. But, it's all good. Overall, this was a fun episode. Didn't quite grab me, but I still enjoyed it, if that makes sense. It really bothered me with the lack of respect for existing visuals and canon. Um, the inside of all the ships in Star Trek since 2009 is just awful. They either look like Apple stores or TARDISes, and it's just none of it makes any sense. Um, it looks cool, but no actual spaceship will ever be designed with that much empty, useless space in there. This short track was also way too short. It should have been twice as long. It's like, was it 5 minutes long even? It's, casting is weird because it's the same universe as TOS and consistently across Discovery. It's weird because in Star Trek original series, the casting is 90% male, which is a little sexist, but hey, it was the 60s. But in this prequel series that turns before that, almost everyone in Starfleet is female, but it's in the same universe. I don't know if I'm thinking too hard about this, but I'm kind of wondering what happened to cause all these women to leave Starfleet before the original series. Because it's not like for you don't see a large female presence in Starfleet again for another 100 years. But yeah, I'm overthinking this. My own personal headcanon said, yep, it's an alternative third timeline. I'm moving on. The episode wasn't bad. Um, I have a hard time getting past the various ways it breaks canon, but it was a fun episode. These short treks so far are really good. I want to see a Pike show. It's not really the same timeline as the other series, but I can get over that with the fact that it's just in my head canon, it's a different timeline because nothing lines up in the old series. So trying to make it work makes my brain hurt. So I enjoy this show a lot more when I have my head canon of it's not canon and it's its own separate, unique entity. And that's okay. Overall, yeah, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable. I have issues. I know I ripped this some while, but it's all good. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave hate mail, comments, etc. below, and I'll see you out there somewhere.